Hi guys, Tom here. Now, I'm doing a review of the WWE Ladder Match DVD, as I've done before. Now, some of you said you like the reviews, some of you said you don't. Trying a new format for the reviews. What I'm going to do is, at the end of each disc, I'm going to pop in, or at the end of each match even, I'm going to pop in and give you some comments. Then I'm going to painstakingly edit it together and see how it goes. So please do me a favour, guys, and comment whether you like this format better than the other format. Okay, I will see you in, or to me, about 20-30 minutes. To you, 5 or 6 seconds. See you then. Alright, so I'm back. I've popped in at the end of the first introduction segment. This DVD is hosted by Todd Grisham. This is a minus point. Be back after the match. Well, that was an awesome match. That was like one of the first, well, according to the description, that was like the first ladder match that ever happened. Well, one of them anyway. And basically, the match started with two referees bringing in the longest ladder I think I've ever seen. And it wasn't one of those, like, ladders with the hinges, with the metal hinges in the middle that they stack up and somebody can climb up either side sort of thing. It was one of those long ladders, long tall ladders, off of the advert where the geezer falls off the ladder and breaks his hand. The National Accident Helpline advert, if you're in the UK. So, the whole way through the match, one of these referees is assigned to standing on one side of the ladder, holding the bugger up, because it can't support itself, because it's like one, like, the kind of ladder you'd lean up against the wall of your house to climb up onto your roof, as opposed to one that you'd use to change a light bulb change a light bulb, you know. So, the first thing, so my initial thought on that match was, you know, that's like a ridiculously terrible idea of what kind of a ladder to use, you know. Anyway, the match was Big Daddy Ritter, or the Junkyard Dog, against Jake Roberts. And yeah, it was a fantastic match. But to me, the highlight of that match was just the ridiculous ladder that they used. Oh, and the most violent weapon that they used in that match was somebody's boot. Anyway, the next match is the first ladder match in the WWE. It's Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, and I'll be back after that fella. Popping back in, guys, to talk to you about the match that I just watched. It was for the IC title. It was Bret Hart defending against Shawn Michaels. A couple of things jumped out at me during that match. One, I've never watched a match through that involves... I have never, well, up until now at least, watched a match through with Monsoon and Lord Alfred Hayes on commentary. So I spent a lot of the early parts of the match enjoying their commentary. I also quite like the idea. I also quite liked during that match the fact that they used one ladder. They had one ladder in place. So effectively, when they went to get the ladder initially, it to walk all the way up to the top of the ramp and get a ladder, instead of there being like 200,000 ladders under the ring, like you get in modern ladder matches. That was a good match, yeah. So I'll pop back after the next bit. The next bit is a match I've seen before, but I'll watch it through again. The next match is Michaels versus Ramon, and I'll be back after that. Remember, guys, I haven't completely made my mind up what I'm going to do with this yet. Because, to be honest, this could get quite long. So I might, if this ends a bit abruptly, overall video. That means I've decided to cut it down to, I'll do a video per disc. I might do the whole thing in one edited together video though, so I haven't completely made my mind up yet. Anyway, you'll find out shortly. I'll be back in a couple of seconds to you, about an hour or so to me. Back again, watched 2 matches that time, and they were the SummerSlam ladder match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon, the rematch, which was it was more like ladder matches that we get nowadays. Well, we don't get them very often, but ladder matches we've had of recent years. Jumping off ladders, throwing each other into ladders, hitting people with ladders, laying people on top of ladders and hitting them with things. More than one ladder involved in the match. That sort of malarkey. So, yeah, that was a fantastic match. The second one I watched was the Triple H vs The Rock ladder match. The one with the yellow ladder, as I call it. The ladder match with the yellow ladder. Again, another great match, all up to the fashion of ladder matches that we get of modern times, you know. So far I'm seriously talking that this DVD is well worth having because, well, every match has been cracker so far. The next match looks like it's going to be just as good. It's the Terry Invitational Tournament ladder match, which looks like it was what preceded things like triangle ladder matches and TLCs. I had a look at my my program of matches to come, and we're there. Focus. There we go. I'm going to stop this one before the last one, simply because I don't think I can watch a Benoit match, and I'm sure you guys will appreciate why. So I'll be back either after this match or at the end of the disc to wrap up the disc, and I'll speak to you guys then. Popping back in post the Brood versus Edge and Christian, the Brood being the Hardy Boys actually, but you know, interesting. That was obviously that is a good match. The Terry Invitational Tournament final, that is a cracking match. Interestingly, the next match that I'm going to see isn't the match that I thought I was going to see. Now, you'd think on a DVD set called The Ladder Match, you'd have the Triangle Ladder Match from WrestleMania that year. No, instead, you've got the TLC match. The TLC match from I think it was SummerSlam. So we've got TLC 1. That match I'm about to watch next. See you then. Popping back in post TLC 1, it was SummerSlam of 2000. There you go, just for the fact checkers out there. Anyway, that was a hell of a match. I've seen that match hundreds of times. I've watched that match loads of times because I absolutely love plunder matches like that, as I've said in previous videos. Just a quick one here now. The next match I've never seen before. The next match I've never seen before. The next match is 3 count. Versus the Young Dragons versus Jamie Noble and Evan Courageous in a ladder match for a contract for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Now, I haven't seen that match because I was never a big WCW guy, I was a big WWF guy. So it'll be interesting to see, and I'll be able to comment on it after this, because this will likely be the last match I'm going to watch on this disc, simply because of the inclusion of a certain Canadian wrestler X in the next match. Don't hate me for that. You know why. Because of his inclusion, this will likely be the last match. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of ladder match related stuff WCW was putting out at the same time WWF created TLC, and I'll comment on that in a couple of seconds. That was a cracking match. I've also made my mind up. So first thing, yeah, that was a great match. I thought it was a bit oddly booked initially, with it being 3 tag teams competing in a match for a one person shot to have a shot at a championship singles title. But it very much reminded me of Money in the Bank, because eventually it got down to it being just every man for himself, effectively. I'm not going to do spoilers, but that was a great match, and yeah, I think I will watch more WCW stuff in future. Obviously, the next match on the DVD is Jericho versus Benoit. I can't be watching a Benoit match, I'm sorry, guys. So, I'm ending it here. This video's going up as soon as I've edited it. So, you'll be getting 3 videos, one for disc 1, one for disc 2, and one for disc 3. So, I thank you guys for watching. I can be found on Twitter at TomWilliams1990. And I'll see you in disc 2's video. Probably going to be up a bit later today. Thank you guys. Peace out. Well, according to the description, that was like the first ladder match that ever happened. Well, one of them anyway. And basically, the match started with 2 referees bringing in the longest ladder I think I've ever seen. And it wasn't one of those like I've popped in at the end of the first introduction segment. This DVD is hosted by Todd Grisham. This is a minus point. Be back after the match. Well, that was an awesome match. That was like one of the first. Comments whether you like this format better than the other format. Okay, I will see you in, well, to me, about 20-30 minutes. To you, 5 or 6 seconds. See you then. Alright, so I'm back. Hi guys, Tom here. Now, I'm doing a review of the WWE ladder match DVD, as I've done before. Now, some of you said you like the reviews, some of you said you don't. Trying a new format for the reviews. What I'm going to do is, at the end of each disc, I'm going to pop in, or at the end of each match even, I'm going to pop in and give you some comments. Then I'm going to painstakingly edit it together and see how it goes. So please do me a favour, guys.